Dun 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 Shows World.
Welcome to Shows World Gamers. Josh here, and we are back with more of these all-in-one retro kind of retro Game Boys. I have a bunch of games built in. We're going to check these out. Now, we did check out one of these systems before. It was this one. That's right. We got it in a bunch of different colors. It has that SUP, kind of like the Supreme logo. I think that's what they were going for there. But a bit of an update on this one before we get going. So I got a bunch of these. I gave one to my son to give to my 2-year-old granddaughter. And, just something for her to mess around with so she doesn't break a Switch or something like that, only being 2 years old. And she liked it. This thing's terrible. I don't suggest buying these. But, the battery died on it. And so when the battery died, they charged it and it now turns on and the screen doesn't work. So these things are trash. Do not pick one of these up. But today we got 2 new consoles and maybe we'll find a better one in here. But before we jump in and get these unboxed and check them out, do me a favor. If you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. And if you're enjoying these videos, hit that like button. All right, so we got 2 different consoles here. And if you look, they got 2 different control styles. This has the classic style. This one has more of a round one. I think we'll start with this one first. We'll go ahead and we'll do a quick unboxing. Let's see what we got here. So, digital game system, 3-inch, super wide LCD. All right. The console is slim and portable. Original multi-device. You can hook this up to a TV. Its screen is backlit. It comes with a power adapter. 6 hours of continuous play. All right. All right, gives you a little outlook there, adapter in, reset. All right, well, let's get this thing opened and see what we get here. All right, so right off the bat, this looks familiar. This looks exactly like what came with that SUP one, and this looks very similar. We got a user manual here, Retro FC. All right, but this, let me grab that other one and we'll compare them. I think this is the same console, just without the SUP, different color. Let's power it on. Yeah, power buttons, everything's the same. Oh, we got some sound here. All right, let's get in here. 400 games. Jump into Pac-Man. See? Does look like the NES version of Pac-Man. This feels the same cheap plastic as this one. I think we might be in the same boat here. All right. Oh yeah, the controls are rough. They might feel, yeah. Okay, these controls are. All right, this is the same. And I'll even show it to you guys. We'll power this one on too. Look at, they're exactly the same. All right, so this is just a different color and stuff as these SUP. So look at this box. If you see this, run away. All right, so yeah, that one's definitely a fail. That one is definitely a fail. Stay away from that guy there. It's in the same boat as this one, just kind of trash. All right, but we have this other one, so maybe it'll end up being better with this other one. Let's see, the G5 game box is what they're calling it. Box feels a little bit different. Volume, TV, looks like a lot of the same on the top. Controller definitely looks different. Of course, that could just be, it does, I guess they had different designs for it. There's 4 different designs. All right, well, let's get this thing opened. Packaging is very similar. All right, well, this a little bit different. We'll put this over here. So, manual, definitely a different manual. So this may be different. The cords look different too. The cords definitely look different than the last two consoles. The console, all right, this looks a lot different. It looks like it has maybe a bigger battery. It's hard to get the battery pack open. All right, so, okay, this actually, you know what, this feels a lot better. The buttons feel better. I'm not the biggest fan of this weird control thing. That doesn't feel great. It has like a weird, it's not great, but it's better than those two that are just garbage. Yeah, the top looks exactly the same. All right, let's power it on. All right, so this does look different. All right, so this has 500 games, so it has 100 more than the last one. Of course, it's going to have a bunch of probably the same games over and over. Triple jump, tactical. I don't even, there's a bunch just called Star. Space War, Space ET. All right, we got to see if this is. Find out what this. Oh, it's Space Invaders. All right, it's Space Invaders. The controls, they're not great. They are not good. It has Angry Birds on here. Select episode. All right. Select level. Sure. Oh, this looks awful. This is not a real Angry Birds game. Yeah, this is terrible. This is that's not great. I mean, the screen does look a little bit better than the other one. We checked out Contra in the other one. Let's check out Contra on this one. 12-1. That iconic. I should have tried the Contra code. God, the screen's a little bit dark and hard to see. And we're jumping right into the second level. Yeah, it's super hard to see. All right, well, I gotta say, this one showed a little bit more promise than the other one. Still that cheap plastic, but it feels a lot nicer. The buttons feel nicer, but once again, this is a no-go. These little retro consoles these are just a cash grab. Stay away from these. I've seen some of these go for, you know, 50, 60 bucks. There's much better ones out on the market. But these ones, take a close look. Look at the boxes. Look at the boxes. Look at the consoles. Let me grab a box. This is the box of the SUP one. See, it says the SUP up there. If you see any of these, stay away. Just stay away. They are not worth it by any means. But, hey, I got a whole bunch of these in a box for, I paid like maybe $1 or $2 each for these. Personally, I think that's too much. But I got them to make these videos. So, hey, let me know if you guys picked up any of these. Have you guys found one that works really good, that you actually really enjoy? Let me know in the comments. Also, do me a favor, if you're new, hit the subscribe button. And if you enjoy these videos, hit that like button. We hope to see you on the next one. Shoach World, out.